Hello students, peace be upon all of you. As you can see in the title of the video, we are going to cover box and whisker plots. In previous videos, we covered how to represent data in so many different ways. You can represent data using graphs, using data sets, using data tables, using stem and leaf plots, using scatter plots. In this video, and there's so many other ways of representing data, but in this video, we are going to cover how to represent data using box and whisker plots. Okay? Let's get to it. Now, how does a box and whisker plot look like? Well, you have a number line. Okay? And then the range of the number line, of course, it depends on the range of the data you're working with. Okay? So if you're working with numbers that go up to millions, then you know how to configure your number line to be within the millions range. Okay. Same with thousands, hundreds, and regular and tens and all that kind of numbers. Okay. So box and whisker plot. There's a number line. You have a box on the top of that number line. Then you have whiskers from the left and from the right. That's why it's called a box and whisker plot. That's why it's called a box and whisker plot. Okay. Within the box, you have a line. That line inside the box represents the median. So whatever number is going to be on the number line here, you're going to look at it through that line, and that number is going to be what? The median. That over here on the left of the box, it's called quartile 1. Okay? And this here, it's called quartile 3. Quartile 1 represents the median of the left side of the data. Okay? Quartile 3 represents the median of the right side of the data. Alright? Here at the end represents the maximum number, the greatest number of the data, and here represents the minimum. The minimum number or the least number of the data. Okay? So, least number of the data, quartile 1, which is the middle number of the left side of the data, median, the middle number of the data itself, quartile 3, the middle number of the second of the right side of the data, and then the maximum, the greatest number in the data. Okay? Now that we know how a box and whisker plot look like, let's actually apply it using a data set, using real data. Okay? Now, say you have a data set. Let's say you got 5, 10, 5, got another, okay, 2, 10, you got 20, 20, and 30. 30, and another 30. Okay. Alright. You have data. Now, you can never find the median without arranging your data from least to greatest. Alright? You can't just arrange data when it's you can't just find the middle number of a data when it's unarranged. That middle number will not make any sense, right? So we need to first arrange it from least to greatest, and then find the things we're trying to find. We're going to find the minimum, the maximum, the median, quartile 1, quartile 3. So we're going to find 5 things. Now, before we find these 5 things, we need to arrange our data from least to greatest. Okay, least to greatest. We got 2. Then we got 5. We got another 5. We got 10. We got another 10. We got 20. We got another 20. We got 30 and 30. 30, 30. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Awesome. We have our data arranged from least to greatest. Well, let's find the 5 things we're trying to find. We're going to try to find the maximum, or the max, the minimum, or the min, the median, quartile 1, quartile 3. Okay? Awesome. Maximum is easy, of course, the greatest number. So maximum, minimum, you should get it just the first thing because it's the easiest, right? They are the easiest, so they should be the first thing that you grab. So maximum, minimum, right? It's that your data is already arranged from what? Least to greatest. So the greatest number will be on the far right, the least number will be on the far left. So the maximum is 30, the minimum is 20. The median is your middle number, okay? So now let's look through the middle of the data. Now that we have it arranged from least to greatest, middle of the data. Okay, let's look at the 10 here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers on the right, 4 numbers on the left. 10 is your what? Your middle number. So that's the median. Median is your middle number, so it's 10. Awesome. Now quartile 1, quartile 3. We have the right side of the data. The left side. Left side of the data. And we have the right side of the data. Okay? Now looking at the left side of the data, trying to find quartile 1. That's the median, the middle number of the left side of the data. Okay? Looking at the left side of the data, what's going to be the median? Well, let's look through the middle here. We have 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, well, in this case, there's 2 numbers here in the middle. 2 numbers here in the middle, making it even on both sides. So when we have 2 numbers in the middle, what do? We add them and we divide them by 2 to find the median, right? So quartile 1 is going to be 5 plus 5 to make it even, right? So to find the median of that, we find the middle number, 5 plus 5 over 2. That equals 10. 5 plus 5 is 10 over 2. It's 5. So quartile 1 is 5. Okay? Quartile 1 is 5. Now let's look here in this data. Same scenario. We have to pick the middle 2 numbers and add them to then divide them by 2 to find the median, or quartile 3. So quartile 3 will equal 20 plus 30 over 2. What's 20 plus 30? That's 50. 50 over 2 is 25. So quartile 3 is 25. Awesome. We have the 5 things we need to do our box and whisker plot. So now let's write them on the right side here, and then do our box and whisker plot. Okay, we have the maximum is 30. The minimum is 2. The median is 10. The quartile 1 is 5. Quartile 3 is 25. Okay? Now we are going to do our box and whisker plot. So we have a number line. Now, depending on the range of your data again. So we know that the minimum is 2 and the maximum is 30. So we should start at 2 and go up to 30. Let's go by twos. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We might want to make our line bigger here. So let's make it bigger. Okay. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. Trying to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and then the 30 at the end. Okay? So we're going from minimum, from 2, we went up by 2s, from 2 to 30. Okay? Now let's do our box and whisker plot. So let's draw our box. So the box will be around 10 right here. The box The quartile one is 5, so 5 is around here, right? And then quartile 3 is 25. 25 is right here. So the box will go from here to over there. The box will go from here to over there. Because the quartiles, they determine how big your box is, right? Okay? And then the median is what? Median is 10. So the median, that line inside the box will go here. So we use the median, we use quartile 1 and quartile 3. Now let's use our minimum and maximum. Our minimum is 2, so that goes to 2. And our maximum is 30, so that goes to 30. Here we have our box and whisker block. 2 is the minimum, quartile 1, 5. 10 here is the median, quartile 3, 25 here between 24 and 26. And then 30 is the maximum. Again, median, quartile 1, quartile 3, maximum and minimum. Remember, the quartiles 1 and 3, they determine how big your box is. Your box can get very, very big, and it can be very small depending on how far away the quartiles are away from each other. Okay, if they're too far away from each other, you're gonna have a big box. If they're close to each other, if the number of the quartile 3 and quartile 1 are not too far away from each other, then you will have a smaller box. Okay? I hope you found this helpful. If you find anything confusing, unclear, I encourage you to go back to that part in the video or replay the video. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next video.